Hey everybody, this is Natalie from Power Moon Tarot. Welcome to your reading. Today's reading is called Messages from Your Long Distance Love. So for those of you that have a lover or someone that you love that's at a distance from you, it could be like an hour from you, a half an hour from you, another country, another state, but just somebody that you aren't currently with because of distance. It could be, somebody left for 3 to 4 months for some kind of training, whatever it is. This is a message for lovers that are at long distance, okay? And we will be having an extended reading, which you can follow me to Vimeo. Look in my description box for the link. And we'll go deeper into what your person is hoping for, what needs to happen before you can come together, the deeper emotions of your person, and then advice from your guides, okay? So we'll get even deeper into it on the extended reading. Also, for those of you that haven't checked out my new channel, Light of Ascension Tarot, there's a link in my description box below. On that channel, I do spiritual type readings and other readings besides like love and romance readings, okay? And for those of you that would like to follow me on Instagram or TikTok, details for how to do so are in my description box. So let's go ahead and get into it, everybody. We have pile number 1 with the Malachite stone. So if you're drawn to the Malachite stone, you will choose pile number 1. Maybe you're gonna go based on the design of the deck or the timestamp, whatever you decide to go on, whatever draws in your intuition, okay? So we have the Malachite stone for pile 1. For pile number 2, we have a beautiful piece of rose quartz. If you're into pile number 2, you'll choose this pile. And if you're into pile 3, I have an amethyst here, a beautiful amethyst stone for pile number 3, okay? So it's like we have green, pink, and purple with the different stones. And actually this rose quartz looks kind of clear, but rose quartz generally has kind of like a pinkish hue to it. But this rose quartz is like, it's out of this world. It's really good. And so is the amethyst, and so is the malachite too. So pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3 for you guys. And we're gonna go ahead and get into the energies between you and your person and what is going on in your connection, what you need to know. So let's get into it. We'll put aside the other piles for now. And you can go directly to the description box to click on your pile, and there may be more than one pile that has a message for you, so stay open to that as well. Let's go ahead and get into it. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the Malachite stone, and we are looking at messages from your long distance love, your long distance lover, pile number 1. So that means there's someone that you care about that is currently at a distance for you for whatever reason. And we're gonna go ahead and have an extended reading as well, where you can follow me to my Vimeo channel via my description box below, and we'll find out, what they hope for, what needs to happen for you to come together again, and the deeper emotions of your person, and advice from your guides, okay? So follow me to the extended reading if you're so inclined. And also follow my new channel, Light of Ascension Tarot. There's a link in my description box for my new tarot channel that I started recently, okay? So thank you so much, everybody. Let's go ahead and channel it in. Spirits, angels, and guides, for my beautiful pile number 1s, please help me connect to the energy of pile number 1 and their person. Okay. Pile number 1, I do feel with this green stone needing heart healing and needing some physical healing as well in our physical bodies. And for those of you that have been having headaches or dealing with any kind of tightness in your body or just in your lungs, just blessings to you, pile number 1, okay? And I know sometimes when you're at a distance from someone, you can have your ups and downs. And the downs can feel, kind of down. I feel like, when you're going through a rough time versus a happy time, right? And I'm just drawn to the way that like there's two sides to the coin, right? Because this is the lighter side and this is the darker side, right? And you may find yourself kind of going back and forth with your person in that energy. And I'm getting the name Seth, okay? S-E-T-H, Seth, or an S name, all right? So let's go ahead and Seth, Scotty, I'm getting those names, all right? So let's go ahead and get into it and find out what is going on with your person that is at a distance from you. Pile number 1, what do they have to tell you? 4141, I love that, the green heart. Congratulations, you've taken proper steps on your healing journey, which assures success. 4141, a lot of stability and a lot of, you know, determined action in that pattern there, 4141. Let's see what else we have. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Yeah, you know, I was feeling that. I was feeling that heaviness, that need to release negativity, the dark and the light, okay? And, you know, the dark is there for a reason. We're not here to, you know, we're not here to poke fun at the dark, right? We need the dark and the light in order to, on our journey, right? But we're going to see what else. I'm going to pull the rest of the cards. We have Pisces energy here. Okay, very sensitive in this pile. Your hearts are very sensitive. We have the crow as a animal totem coming through. Integrity. Does this situation align with your values and morals? Okay. Vulnerability. Oh yeah, so that's it. We're feeling vulnerable, right? We're feeling a little vulnerable. You can be completely open with this person. We have the priestess, okay? So we've got the high priestess here, and Pisces energy, very sensitive, very vulnerable. Like, I feel like some of you guys are like, hey, I let this person see me at my most vulnerable, or I let them see me when I was feeling really down, and I'm wondering, like, you know, did I make the right decision here? And it's like, yeah, you can be completely vulnerable with this person. We have 8 of Swords. So what are you not seeing in this situation, right? And what are you pretending, what are you trying to ignore when your intuition knows the truth, right? Then we have card 21, and this is Lyrics of the Heart, boy bands. Picture you and me starting a life together. We will take this vow to love each other, make this thing a reality. Oh my gosh, making this thing a reality. And I like how that came up next to the 8 of Swords, because I feel like, you know, maybe you feel like this won't be a reality, or you worry that you're just, you know, talking to an empty room, that it doesn't, you know, that, you know, when you find out what's really going on, you may not like it, right? I feel like some of you may have worries about that, or you may have, your mind may be troubled at the times with this full moon in Scorpio, time to release negativity. But your person is saying, picture you and me starting a life together. We will take this vow to love each other, making this thing a reality. Okay, we have, I am deeply sorry that I walked away from you. Okay, so somebody here, right, could have walked away in the past or not held up their part of the bargain. And, you know, and that could be where there was some negativity that came in, and being afraid to be vulnerable here. I'm afraid of commitment. Okay, so somebody here is afraid of vulnerability or afraid of commitment. But I also feel like, you know, integrity is a big part of this situation, pile number 1. It's like, well, where is this headed, right? Because we have congratulations, you've taken the proper steps. I feel like I'm kind of seeing all this unfold in front of me here. We have guidance, all right, be the light in this connection. And we have Cancer energy, deeply intuitive, sensitive feelings, and a warm heart. But you know, with Cancer energy, it's like getting our feelings hurt too. Getting our feelings hurt and kind of, you know, going back inside our shell. And, you know, and there is a lot of intuitive energy. There's Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer here, all right? And with the priestess, the moon is here. That's like double Cancer energy, with the moon being here and vulnerability. So your person is saying, you know, I'm sorry that I walked away, right? And I'm afraid of commitment. And I feel like by telling you that they have fears of commitment, they're trying to be very vulnerable with you. I also feel like they want to tell you, when I walked away, I wasn't acting in my integrity, okay? And I'm doing my best to take the right steps now to create the foundation for us and I'm going to try to release this negativity. And I'm wondering if you can too. I feel like your heart's been heavy, pile number one, and your person's saying, hey, I want to release this negativity. Can you too, right? And I feel like with Pisces here, I definitely feel like, you know, tears have been shed. I feel like really tears have been shed, and you know, you've looked at this situation, pile number one, and you've wondered, like, should I stay in this? Like, it's hurting me, right? You could have been feeling very sensitive about this. And, you know, and I think this person telling you, like, hey, this is a vulnerability for me here. This is, you know, this is what I'm afraid of. I feel like that's kind of a big eye-opening moment for you guys. Like, you finally get in touch with your intuition and get the guidance that you need from this person, okay? And Spirit's telling you to be the light, be the examples. Like, if you're crying or you're upset, like sharing how you're feeling, pile number one. And sometimes, you know, sometimes in our partnerships, we're strong in areas and weak in other areas. But, you know, when it comes to expressing your emotions and feelings, Spirit is saying here, you be the guide, you be the light, all right? And don't be afraid to reveal your deepest, you know, your deepest vulnerabilities here either, because, you know, this is what you guys are trying to work on together, is starting a life together. We will take this vow to love each other and make this thing a reality, okay? So I want to look at the crow energy here. And, you know, crow has a lot to do with trusting spirit, okay? So let's go ahead and see about the crow. Crow is air energy. Okay, we have spiritually strong, creative, and watchful. The crow has long been a symbol of magic. A crow personality is drawn to the supernatural and has a gift for the unseen, knowing the unknown. It is said that the crow holds within its mind's eye the three realities, past, present, and future, right? We're talking about making this thing a reality, and the three realities here. Those with crow tendencies must balance their lives with a healthy diet, joyful friends, and regular self-study. When in balance, the crow is psychic, strong, and clear. When out of balance, the crow can be ungrounded and hypersensitive. Okay, and a way to bring crow energy into balance is through a daily meditation practice, okay? So setting your mind free with the Eight of Swords and the High Priestess and Pisces, you are very vulnerable, pile number one, and you do have an open heart, and you are very sensitive, okay? And I feel like your person is too. It's just that it's been harder for them to be vulnerable, right? And they've been afraid of commitment, and they're trying to release negativity. They're trying to let go of things that happened in the past that were very hard for them, that made them feel that they had to close up, okay? And I feel like you are assisting this person as well, pile number one. You are assisting them to grow through integrity and vulnerability. So integrity, meaning what you say and saying what you mean, are really important in this connection. So let's see, can you tell me, spirits, angels, and guides, for my beautiful pile number ones, what do they need to know about this connection right now? Yeah, that there's been a timeout, the Four of Swords, and, you know, talk about a daily meditation practice, right? Having during a timeout or during a time of really missing each other, right? Yeah, with the Five of Cups, it's like, I was feeling this as I got into your pile number one, is having, you know, having some sadness here with the Five of Cups and being like, you know, what happened? And you're like, when I least expected it, like, you know, this thing came and kind of bit me in the ass, or you know, when I was least expecting it, when I thought things were like peaceful and fine and going well, like something popped up emotionally here in this connection that was pretty intense, and I think hard to, you know, and I think it has to do with the past, honestly. This has to do with the past, pile number one. Yeah, we have the Empress here, so feeling like good enough to deserve the life that we, you know, the life that we want, right? To be able to picture the life that we want and picture our abundance, our happiness, and to not be resentful or bitter about some of the things that have happened in our past, right? It's 2:12 on my clock right now, so getting into that 2-1-2-1-2-1 energy here. But yeah, I feel like it's about giving our minds a break here, not being resentful about the past, and continuing to move forward in love with the Empress here, okay? Yeah, we could have a Taurus and Virgo connection. We could have a Libra and Virgo connection here, Taurus, Libra as well. But we have, you know, the Hermit and the Empress, right? So, and it could be like that your person has been, I feel like you, pile number one, have had a lot of responsibilities. You've maybe had to raise children on your own, or you've had to take care of a lot of things on your own. And I feel like your person is also kind of used to being alone as well, right? And I feel like, you know, in the past, you really couldn't see yourself with anyone. You thought it would be better to be like alone and have peace. Or your person could have felt this way too, you know, that it was better to just be alone and have your peace, and, you know, and just be able to do your own thing, because, you know, far be it to get caught up in this Five of Cups experience again and feel resentful, hurt, or betrayed, okay? So I feel like both of you are kind of not wrestling through that, because it's more like you're meditating on it with this Four of Swords. You're emotionally, I feel like both of you are trying to emotionally align to this situation, okay? But it's going to take more than just, you know, analytically looking at things, or just taking practical steps, right? It's going to take more than that. You guys are actually going to have to work with your emotional natures here and become vulnerable and not be afraid of commitment, all right? So let's see what else. Let's see what else pops up here, Spirit. Yeah, we have Four of Pentacles, so there could be some fear about changing our situation or letting go of, because I feel like, you know, we can get really mentally comfortable in situations when we feel like we have everything we need. And, you know, and I think for you, pile number one, you could have suitors, like you or your person could have suitors whenever you want, but it's not, I feel like you two spend a lot of time daydreaming about each other. And yeah, you could have other suitors, or you could have other people interested in you, but I feel like you guys just spend quite a bit of time daydreaming about each other instead, okay? Yeah, and even though the past was challenging and this person may have done something in the past to walk away, or been really stubborn about something, not really giving you the benefit of the doubt, I feel like, pile number one, with this Ace of Pentacles here, I can see, look at the two hands on this Ace of Pentacles. It's like, okay, if we're going to be vulnerable and make a commitment, we're going to do it together, okay? We're going to take those first steps. And we had here, you've taken the proper steps on your healing journey, which assures success. That was your first card out here. So I do think that together you guys can be stronger, and you can, it says here, future you and future me starting a life together. We will take this vow to love each other and make this thing a reality, okay? So we have the King of Swords and we have the Six of Wands here. So again, it's that rational mind, right? It's that rational mind in taking action. But, you know, what I would like to see more of here is cups. And I feel like, you know, we've got swords, we've got pentacles, we've got wands, but we've got one cup, and it's the Five of Cups, okay? So I feel like, you know, there's been a lot of like, you know, there could have been a lot of rational discussions about what it would be like if you were to kind of put your resources together, start this life together, and that you could be more powerful together, and that you would help each other. Six of Wands, okay? And I am seeing the letter T, and I'm also feeling like, you know, I'm feeling like somebody here who could have been religious in the past, or somebody who is has a religious background in their background. Maybe they aren't anymore, but they have a religious background. Somebody here, I feel like, could have a religious background. And I am getting a connection to France, okay? And I see the letter F and the letter T. But I feel like, you know, there's this need to, like, I feel like you guys get in your heads a lot, and, you know, there's a need to emotionally tap in here to this connection, because, and I feel like you can do that, pile number one, because you are very sensitive. And then we have the Two of Swords, right? So, but I feel like, you know, we have Libra energy in this reading as well, with Jupiter and Libra and the Two of Swords, Moon and Libra here. But, you know, what are you not seeing, right? I feel like that's something that you're wondering, like, what am I not seeing here? And I think you guys with Death on the bottom of the deck, like, you would just rather know the truth about things and be able to see things clearly and come out of the darkness here, rather than have some false sense of, even a false sense of pride, right? That you can't go to this person, or you guys can't talk to each other, or that you spend time daydreaming about each other. But really, when it comes to talking about the past or talking about the future, it's like there's a snag, right? There's a snag. And there's some indecision here, and also kind of an unwillingness to sort of break with your habits, right? And thinking about things kind of rationally instead of thinking through things with your heart. So what can pile number one do here, Spirit? What can pile number one do here? What can pile number one do here? Okay, we have Knight of Swords. So speak up, speak your truth, right? Speak with honesty, speak with integrity, and don't be afraid to just speak your truth here. Yeah, we have the Magician, so we have more like Virgo and Gemini energy here. But Spirit's really encouraging you to take charge of this situation, is what I feel. Like Spirit's saying, go ahead and take charge of this situation and say how you're feeling and get it out there. Don't hold on to any bitterness or resentment. Just get it out there, okay? And we have Three of Cups. Don't forget to have fun together. Don't forget to love one another, to share with one another, to be there for one another. Remember why you connected in the first place, right? And I feel like that is really going to help this connection get to a place where it kind of feels better. Because what I feel now is like I was feeling heaviness in my heart when I started this reading, and you know, and I feel like Spirit with the Magician and the Three of Cups, Spirit's wanting you to become more lighthearted and to, you know, and to say how you're feeling and make it happen, okay? And don't wait. You don't necessarily have to wait for a signal from this person, pile number one. I think you should just, you know, I think that they are into... They have here, like I said, picture you and me starting a life together. We will take this vow to love each other, make this thing a reality, right? So I feel like they do want this, right? It's just, it's, you know, you guys just got to take those risks and say how you feel, and, you know, and manifest happiness, right? Manifest, sorry about that. Franny, please stop. To ask my dog to stop. And manifest happiness, okay? And don't be afraid to say how you're feeling, all right? Don't be afraid to say how you're feeling. Not at the expense, of course, of the connection, but don't be afraid to, you know, say how you're feeling and what's going on with you, and speak up, all right? And some of you guys may be a little bit afraid of stirring the pot or ruining the good vibes if you do that. But Spirit's like, you know, if you hold it in, that's when, if you're holding it in, that's when you start to get agitated, okay? Knight of Swords, that's when things get agitated. Yeah, Spirit's like, we want you to be calmer. We want you to be more like the Knight of Pentacles. We want you to feel less agitated and less pressed in this connection, and just take your time with it, okay? And like the beginning of the reading said, 4141 is basically saying, you know, taking the proper steps to ensure success, right? Like not skipping over vital parts that you need to kind of work through with this person, okay? Pile number one. So we're gonna go ahead and take it to your extended reading next. If you'd like to follow me there, we are going to look at what they hope for And what needs to happen for this to come together? Deeper emotions here and your messages from your guides, okay? So follow me to your extended reading if you desire. Pile number 1. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to pile number 2. It's 222 on my clock right now for pile number 2. Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, clearing the energy. Pile number 2, welcome to your reading. You chose the rose quartz, and today's reading is a message from your long distance lover. So if you have a lover that's at a distance, this is your reading for you. We're going to get some messages and find out what's going on. If you want to join me on the extended reading, we will get into what they hope for, what needs to happen for this to come together, their deepest emotions, and then advice from your guides, okay? So with that being said, let's get into it. Spirits, angels, and guides, for my beautiful pile number 2s, please help lift our hearts, put smiles on our faces, make us laugh, make us cry tears of joy in my pile number 2s. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Let's go ahead and get into it. Are you guys my drama queens in pile number 2? I mean, you wouldn't think, right? The rose quartz is very peaceful energy, but yeah, like, okay, let's get into it, pile number 2. Let's see what we got going on. Number 105, your intuition is divinely guided. So trust all that you are being shown at this time, all right? So trust everything that you're seeing about this connection. If you're getting signs or synchronicities, Spirit is saying, go ahead and trust that. They're meant to be there. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. Oh, I love that. Okay, we can have some Virgo energy here. We have challenges with squares here. So we have a square challenge energy, creating tension, causing some pressure, causing some frustrations. So let's see what that's about. We have the snake energy, all right? We have children. Children are important to this partnership. So, you know, whether you want children or whether you or your person has children, it's definitely something that needs to be talked about, I feel like, here. And we have protected. You are safe and divinely guided. Yeah, Spirit wants you to know that no matter what challenges come your way or what changes and challenges in your life, that you are safe and divinely guided. Ooh, we have the 9 of Cups. Look at this. This woman has her dress lifted up, and you know, the 9 of Cups is, you know, it's pretty nice energy, right? It's Jupiter energy. Yeah, so she looks like she's having a good time. A good time. You can lift up your skirt, kick up your heels, have a good time. You are protected. Ooh, we have the 10 of Cups. Heart chakra, the perfect moment in time. Good things come when you stop waiting around, okay? So, wow. All right, guys. Like, I do feel like you shared some really special moments with this person. But the thing is that you're both going through deep transformations in your life right now. And there are certain things that are being tested or put under a microscope in your life, or certain things happening with maybe your mission in life or your career, or you may think of moving somewhere and how that may be challenging, okay? And how much transformation is happening here. And Spirit wants you to know through all of this, you are safe and divinely guided. All right. And the topic of children are important in this connection. But you can see with the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups, we're building our happiness. We're building our love. And it's like you have my heart in the palm of your hand. Oh my God, right? Be nice, right? Everyone's looking for that something to make it all complete. You find it in strange places where you never knew it could be. Yeah, and moments that are challenging when you're going through deep change, it's like we find love during these, you know, like Rihanna said, we found love in a hopeless place, right? Number 35. So we could have people in this connection that are close to 35, or something happened at 35 that was very significant for you. But Spirit wants you to know, even through all these changes and challenges, you are good enough, you are loved, you are seen, and we have a full moon in Virgo, all right? And Actually, we're in Pisces season right now, so she should be having a full moon in Virgo coming up here. So possibly, you know, some changes happening during this period, because we are in a full moon in Virgo period. We are in Pisces season right now. Yeah, and I feel like some of you guys may be trying to move or trying to go to this person, or they're trying to move and come to you, but there are challenges or there are delays that are coming up here that could be frustrating at times, I feel like. Please forgive me. Okay, so that came out under children. So someone might have made comment about children, or whether they want children, or their opinion on children. Maybe this person is saying, please forgive me when it comes to this topic. You know, I didn't mean to upset you, right? Because you mean the world to me. And I feel like that this person's like, I would protect you. I would be there for you. And I feel like some of you in pile number 2, like you've had challenging relationships that brought your self-worth down, or that made you think negatively about yourself. And Spirit is like, see these relationships as challenges that you surpassed, and look at how much you've changed and grown, and your happiness is right there. It's right there, pile number 2, okay? We have warrior. Keep fighting. You are stronger than you think. Yeah, with love, right? With the 9 of Cups and 10 of Cups, warriors of love, right? What's that Sade song? I'm a soldier of love, right? We have the Ankh, purpose of life. You have so much to live for. There's so much more for you, pile number 2, and your connections. And I think you might have been smalling yourself in connections prior, right? And this person is saying, I'm sorry that they could have triggered you here with this square challenge here. And this could have happened recently, I feel, with this full moon in Virgo, because we are in full moon in Virgo season right now. And I see things returning to a better place here with the 9 of Cups and 10 of Cups. And I see your heart becoming fuller is what I see here, pile number 2. All right, so we could have Venus energy, Scorpio energy, Sagittarius, Aries, Taurus energy here, okay? But let's go ahead. I want to take a look at the snake first before we move on to the tarot, and just read a little bit, because they've got this snake as earth energy, and I guess it, moves around in the earth, but and I guess for snake, I was thinking fire, like transformation, fire. But here it says, the snake is a symbol of our highest potential. It is said that our Shakti, our creative life force, lies dormant at the base of our spine in the form of a coiled snake. Regardless of whether this image rings true for you, it is well worth considering the amount of unawakened or untapped potential within you. What would life look like if you woke it up? How can you stir it from slumber? An experienced yoga or meditation teacher can lead the way. Make haste. The snake card appears when there's no more time to waste. Wow, yeah. Feeling like it's time to go or change or move, and we need to do this now. So when a snake is in balance, it's prosperous, creative, and charismatic. When it's out of balance, it can start and stop many different things, starting, stopping. And we talk about, Kundalini yoga and meditation when it comes to the snake, right? So, like a snake takes a pretty long time to devour its food, right? But it eventually gets its food down. And and sometimes starting a lot of things and not finishing them, and I feel like here this could be like starting to change in your connection, like things changing and shifting, but then sort of stopping, or other things interrupting it, right? And and it could have to do with children as well here. And we have please forgive me. So your person's like, hey, maybe they haven't been available at times, when you've needed them, and they're saying, you mean the world to me. Of course, if you have children, they're gonna come first, right? But yeah, I mean, and you're gonna protect, your children, of course. But this person is saying, please forgive me, and you mean the world to me. And yes, things are changing, and it is challenging, but let's keep fighting for this. Let's be warriors together, and we have so much to live for. Let's keep going. I feel like for some of you, your person could have been like off on business or off, like, you know, them being away from you could be temporary. I feel like for some of you in this pile, like they could be off like at school or business, or something took them away from you for a while here, okay? Or you away from them, could be vice versa. But let's go ahead and see what else. And I just heard the promises that we made to each other. Okay, so there could have been some promises that weren't kept, and that's why we have please forgive me, and you mean the world to me. 9 of Cups and 10 of Cups, right? So yeah, we have the Page of Swords. Like, I do feel you've been worried. Pile number 2, like you've been worried or they've been worried, or some of you may have been worried about saying the wrong thing, or they were worried about saying the wrong thing. Let's go ahead and see what else. Yeah, we have 2 of Wands. So I feel like you guys have been waiting on a communication from this person, and they may have children as well that they need to attend to, and you may not have heard from them, and it may have caused you to worry, and you were waiting for this person to get back to you. You know, it says here, everyone's looking for that something to make it all complete. You find it in strange places where you never knew it could be, right? So this is an unexpected. There could have been something unexpected about this connection too, and therefore your lives weren't really set up for it. But, you know, I feel like, you know, your person's like really wondering how you're doing and really wants to talk to you. And if they were holding back, I feel like they're going to have a hard time holding back in the future here. They want to move on from any challenges and any kind of deceptive behavior, or behavior that made you feel like you couldn't trust that person. They want to move on from that, and they want to keep moving in the right direction, which is towards you, okay? And I feel like there's acknowledging here, please forgive me, like while they were busy doing other stuff and they had to leave and busy doing other things, you were kind of left worrying, like, okay, well, what is going on, right? What's happening here? And I feel like this person is saying it didn't have anything to do with you at all. It was something completely, it had to do with their family or something with a job. And, you know, they're acknowledging that they didn't communicate like they should have. Like they should not, they should have communicated better. Yeah, and I do think with the 4 of Pentacles here, they were, what it made it feel like to you, pile number 2, is that this person was holding back, okay? With the 4 of Pentacles, like that they were not sharing with you what was happening, even though things were shifting for them, and they were holding back from you. And I think that it made you worried, and you're like, okay, well, what's going on? So how does this person feel now for my pile number 2s here? Yeah, the world, right? It's like, you know, this could have to be with them being somewhere else in the world, right? But their face is still turned to you. It's still attuned to you. They still, you know, they're saying the rhythm of my heart is beating like a drum, all right, for you, pile number 2. So with this World card, I mean, it's like, I feel like what they're saying is it doesn't matter where we are in the world, like we are together, okay? And I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, here's the 10 of Cups. I'm not, as in they're not going to leave your side. And I just feel like this person was going through a phase of having to give up something that was hard for them to let go of. And that you were looking forward to starting this new beginning, but then when it didn't happen right away, or it was delayed, I feel like it made you guys worry. But this person is saying, I'm right here. Do not worry. I am literally like right next to you, holding you. 10 of Cups. That's the 10 of Cups twice that came up in your reading. It came up here. And with the 10 of Cups, we have the heart chakra. And it does have to do with goddess energy and opening up our hearts, right, to our happiness, to the fact that there is real happiness and, you know, and a sense of accomplishment about this connection, okay? And that it's making a difference, right? This person's like, you know, wanting to make a difference in your life and wanting to be there for you, okay, is what I feel like it. what I feel like they're saying here. They're just acknowledging with the Five of Pentacles here that it's been a long, hard journey, and that at times when they just had to take care of some things, it might have really made you feel like that you weren't good enough. And we have this Virgo card here of you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo, okay? So you guys might have felt like, you know, I'm not good enough, or this person doesn't want me. They don't want to have this happiness like I do, right? And you could have started to feel like you were on shaky ground with this connection. But I just feel like this person had to take care of some other details, pile number 2. I just feel like they had to take care of some other life responsibilities, okay? So we have the Emperor here. So, you know, it's like, I feel like there's a part of them that isn't used to always telling someone what's going on with them, or isn't used to, like they might be used to kind of being on their own or setting their own schedules, having, you know, maybe they're a business owner, or they're not used to, they're used to kind of ruling the roost, and they may not be super used to like being accountable to someone here, all right? But Spirit is saying that like they're starting to understand when they do that towards you, the effect that it has on you. And I just, you know, it's so interesting because we have the Ankh and then we have the Ankh, right? And how I see that is seeing you having the power, okay? Pile number 2, like, you know, in our connections, we want them to be balanced and to have that equality. But I also feel like this person's gonna kind of yield the floor to you, pile number 2, and be like giving you some of the power, all right? Or you're just gonna have some of the power in this connection to say like how it goes, what happens next, and where you want to live, where you want to be. I feel like you guys are gonna, like, you're gonna start to see the energy shift here, and you're gonna see your own selves having more impact on this connection than you did in the past. Like maybe you felt like you were just waiting for this person, and you were wanting to, you know, you were feeling impatient to hear from them. You wanted to know what was going on, right? But I feel like now it's like, yeah, you went through a hard phase, but I feel like now, yeah, you are going to know, all right? And I feel like some of you are going to know the purpose of why you met this person. And it was to bounce you out of any, you know, feelings of unworthiness, not feeling good about yourself, holding yourself back, not asserting your own power or energy in a situation, okay? And as you rise up, it's like here you two are together, the World and the Ten of Cups, you know? And we see 2 children on this 10 of Cups, all right? There's 2 children dancing and playing together. And then there's this couple, right? And they're like, yay. And the World card is like, you know, it's like God, the goddess or Gaia, like the earth is supporting our endeavors, okay? And we might have had moments where things were tough, but Spirit is saying, no, you're a warrior. Keep fighting. You are stronger than you think, okay? Pile number 2. So that is the energy that I am getting. I think you guys just need to hold the vision and kind of wait it out a little bit here, because I think things are going to come out of this challenge and transform into something better. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and take it to the extended reading next. If you want to follow me to Vimeo, we will go there next, pile number 2, and get deeper into the energies. We'll see you again, pile number 2. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's do it for my pile number 3s. I'm just going to take a drink of water. Gotta always drink that water, right? Let's clear the energy. Okay. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the Amethyst, my lovelies. Thank you for being here today. Today's reading is called Long Distance Love, Messages from a Long Distance Lover, okay? So we're gonna be talking about what your person has to say to you. We're gonna talk about where things are at, how they're feeling, And next, after that, we're going to go into the extended reading, which you can find the link to my Vimeo channel in the description box. And we'll go deeper into the energies and continue with this reading. Okay, pile number 3. So let's go ahead and get into it. Spirits, angels, and guides, for my beautiful pile number 3s, please open the energy. Open the energy, please, and thank you. Okay. I actually saw like a dockside and a lake, and like a little lake, really beautiful lake with like a dock that goes out onto the lake, and maybe someplace you visited in the summer, or you took a dog or one of your puppies went swimming there, or you just went there, or you were there when you were a kid. I also see like a bicycle. Or maybe this is something you did when you were hanging out with this person, okay? Like you guys were by a lake or a river or water, or you were on bikes or something like that. But that's what I'm feeling, pile number 3. So let's go ahead and get into it for my pile number 3s. I'm loving the energy already. Can you tell me what is happening with pile number 3 and their long distance lover? 888. Oh, you gotta love it. Karmic cycles are now coming to a close. All parties are to absorb the necessary lessons for growth. Okay, let's see what else we have. Take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. Oh yeah, that's why I was getting that message by the lake and riding your bikes in a sunshiny day, right? Take time to breathe out. Cycles are now coming to a close. Uranus revolution. Okay, breakthroughs, originality, insight, awakening, technology, innovation, all coming through in this connection. A change of pace, baby. We have turtle. So this is revolution and evolution. It's taken a long time to close this cycle. Like this has been something in the making, I feel like here. Pile number 3. Let's see what else we have. Obsession. Someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. Okay, so this could be you, pile number 3, obsessing about the connection, about the pace, about where things are headed. Spirit is saying, take a deep breath, feel relaxed, know that karmic cycles from the past are closing for you. This is a past life love. No wonder there's that obsession there. Your soul remembers this intense connection. Yeah, so, you know, it's different in this lifetime though. With revolution and the turtle, it's like there is ancient energy and karmic cycles from this connection, 888, from the past are being closed right now, and it's time to take a breath and breathe out, because this connection is actually changing in this lifetime. Okay, we have 8 of Cups here. Oh, and look at it. She looks like she's at a lake. No lie. It looks like she's walking into water, and there's trees, and there's a lake. That is so funny. It actually looks like she is at a lake, looking back at the past and what happened and what changed, how this situation has evolved and changed. Ooh, we have Ace of Cups, oral sex. All right. So yeah, intense sexual, obsessive, sexual, past life love. Yeah, being forced to let go of each other and continue on without each other from a past life. All right. And yeah, and skinny dipping. She looks like she's skinny dipping, like she doesn't have her pants on and she's wading into the water here. Maybe some things that you did like when you were younger, or that you thought of doing that would have been really fun, like skinny dipping. It's like now it's time to do them, right? It's time to be rebellious. Uranus energy here. Ace of Cups, connecting sexually here. We have number 46. I try to sleep, but the clock is stuck on thoughts of you and me. I have 1,000 more regrets unraveling. All right, that's coming out under obsession. So somebody is really not able to sleep here and is having a lot of, thoughts about what happened and where things are, and regrets about the past, right? And the thing is we have the Ace of Cups here. So it's like we can have this beautiful new beginning. We have a love like ours happens once in a lifetime. That is so funny. It came out on past life love, right? So it wasn't just this lifetime that you've had this person. You've had them in a past life too. All right. And yeah, I'm feeling like Egypt, ancient Greece. I'm feeling like Ireland, France, the UK, possible past life connection here, all right? But a love like ours happens once in a lifetime. I'm in love with the way you smile and how you look right before you laugh, all right? Especially when you guys do something weird or quirky or funny, I feel like, and you get caught kind of with your pants down, I feel like, and you start to laugh, I feel like this person really finds that funny or amusing. Ooh, Aquarius, right? And we have Uranus revolution here. You have that uniqueness that people look for but can't find. All right, so yeah, pile number 3. I love that. The purple's really coming through in your reading here. We have Capricorn, so all right. And you know what? The turtle could very much be like a Capricorn energy. Like we could have Uranus is Aquarius, and then turtle could be Capricorn. All right, so somebody's more change oriented and someone is more kind of like, you know, being a little bit more careful about the way they do things. All right, but we have a Capricorn here, so somebody is very determined and ambitious in business matters, likes to be number one, likes to come out on top, having that really, and look at the pyramids in the background, the Egyptian pyramids in the background, right? I feel like, you know, this is an attitude that's come over from other lifetimes here. And one of you is kind of more of a hippie, I feel like, or is more cosmic or more aware of energies, and more like, you know, peace, love, and happiness, humanity, this kind of Aquarian energy, or is a little bit quirky or different or odd or has funny or interesting quirky stories, all right? And I feel like, you know, we found love in a weird place, right? Because it said that in your card. And yeah, like that sometimes we find love in like the strangest places, right? And I feel like with you two, that could definitely be it. Like your Capricorn and Aquarius, I mean, they both used to be ruled by Saturn. Like their ancient rules were both Saturn, but these two energies in modern day are different. Like one is more wanting, you know, change, growth, and moving forward, and then the other one's more conservative, okay, is what I'm seeing here. Let's look at the turtle and see. This is a love like ours happens once in a lifetime. But with the turtle energy, it's like, yeah, we've been here, done that, been together in other lifetimes. Let's see what else we get here with the turtle. Okay, yeah. The turtle is an ancient soul, grounded, trusting, at home in the self. It is wonderful to be in the presence of a turtle personality. Like the beaver, the turtle has a strong relationship with earth and water elements. This helps to ground and connect them to deeper truths of life, no matter where their travels lead them. The turtle energy is behind all great writers and storytellers as they collect life experiences under their shells for later use. The most potent turtle energy helps us to close all other books and begin to us to tell our true tale, right? Closing the karmic chapters, 888. When in balance, the turtle is peaceful, adventurous, and productive. When out of balance, the turtle is slowing down to a halt. And to bring into a balance, go on an adventure. Like skinny dip into the lake, right? Like try to, you know, have sex, you know, somewhere outside other people might see, right? Right? I mean, I feel like someone here is being very quirky and the other one is a little more straight-laced possibly. But yeah, we have ancient souls. So you both are ancient souls here too. You're both focused on how you're going to change in this lifetime and how you're going to evolve in this lifetime. All right. But yeah, it's like take time to breathe out here because, you know, it's okay. And you're both recognizing each other here. You've both been obsessed with each other. and you both tried to sleep, but just had repeating thoughts of one another. And, you know, somebody here could have some regrets as well, all right? But about the way things have gone or how things went down, but is feeling very determined at the same time to keep pushing forward, okay? So let's see, what message, let's see, what message does pile number 3's person have for pile number 3? Oh, that I love you, that I hold you, that I've got you, that I protect you, that no matter what happens, our souls are joined, okay? Yeah, like no matter what happens, a love like ours happens once in a lifetime, and we just fit together, okay? Like, I care for you. That's what I'm hearing. Like, their first message to you, pile number 3, is I care for you. All right, let's see what else. What else comes up here? 7 of Cups. It's okay if we don't know where everything is headed or how we're going to get there or what path we're going to take to get there. There are so many paths that we could take. And I know that when I'm like wishy-washy or I'm not defining things, it upsets you and it puts you on edge, and it makes you question, you know, whether this connection is for you, right? But I promise you, I'm working as hard as I can to show you that we're going to take this one step at a time. We're going to do it the right way, and we're going to be diligent, and I'm going to be here for you, okay? And I'm just working to get myself to a place where that is possible. And you know what? I feel like somebody here could be making renovations on a place or moving into a bigger place to accommodate you both, or making some kind of reservations, right? Like reservations. I don't know why I said reservations. Making some kind of reservations for dinner, right? Now, making some kind of renovations, right? Making some kind of renovations. Let's see what else. And the Queen of Swords, okay? So, they're like, you know, even when you're defensive or when you are asking for answers, like I feel like, you know, this person says, like, it's cool that you want answers and that you want to know what I'm up to and where I see this going, and you want to talk, and I'm just acknowledging that, you know, sometimes it might seem like I'm completely engrossed in whatever task I'm doing, or that my work could feel more important or something, but this person's like, that couldn't be further from the truth. I want you to be honest with me. I want you to call me out when I'm not doing what I should be doing, all right? So this person is saying, like, they actually want you to hear. And they're like, I'm sorry if you felt like you had to shoulder the burden for this, or if you felt like everything was on you, or that you couldn't come to me to tell me what was going on, because I'm here for you. I am here for you. I'm holding you, protecting you. Yeah, and you don't have to feel alone. And they don't want you to feel like, I think a regret for them is that they could have made you feel like you were in this alone, and that you didn't, and that you just were unclear about what they wanted or where they were headed, right? And I feel like this person has regrets about sort of making you feel trapped in a way. Not trapped with them, but like trapped, like obsession, right? We had that obsession card coming up, like in your own mind, like thinking about you had to sort of handle this on your own, all right? And they're telling you like, hey, I'm sorry for that. Like 10 of Pentacles, this is like, you know, we're building this future together. And, you know, the truth is that the way it's going to manifest and the way it's going to happen is because of our love, affection, and care for each other. And I'm sorry if I made it seem like that you were like losing your mind or you didn't know what was going on, because I'm seeing this future for us too, right? And they're like, I'm just like you. Sometimes I get overwhelmed with the amount of responsibilities or the amount of things that I have going on around me. But I promise you, you're never going to be like one of those responsibilities. You actually are like my foundation of love, Two of Cups, okay? And you're not gonna, I think they may be stressed out or they may have many things going on. Pile number 3 here, the Two of Pentacles, like they do have a lot going on in their life, but their deepest wish on the bottom of the deck here, hidden energy, is the Chariot energy is coming to you and showing to you and proving to you how they feel, okay? And I know like some of you are going to be real Queen of Swords about this, and you're going to be like, well, I'll believe it when I see it, right? Like, you show me, right? And I get that. I get if you feel that way. I totally get that, pile number 3. But I do feel like this person is not meaning to purposefully cause you any harm. They're really not. I feel like they are just, you know, they are where they are in their life right now, but their goals are, you know, to work hard so that they can be with you. 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, right? And there are, you know, there's times of having to pause and wait things out at times here. But yeah, what they really want to do is to be able to give you the future that you deserve here. Ace of Pentacles and Queen of Wands, to really treat you like a queen and to make you happy, to put a smile on your face. And I feel like, you know, this person was saying, I'm in love with the way you smile, right? And the Queen of Swords here, she's not super smiley. She looks a little bit worried, and she's like, tell me what's going on, or like why we haven't been talking, or you've been working a lot, right? But I feel like, you know, they love it when your person loves it when you smile and when you're laughing and when you're happy, and they love to be that person to put the smile on your face, okay? So that is what I am getting for you, pile number 3. We're going to go ahead and take it to the extended reading to find out more about what they hope for, what needs to happen before you can come together. What are their deeper emotions, and what do your guides have to say about this situation? Okay, pile number 3. And for those of you that haven't checked out my new tarot channel, please check out Light of Ascension Tarot. The link is in my description box below. And on that channel, I do primarily more spiritual type readings. And thank you for being here, pile number 3. And everyone, take care. Blessings on your journey.